I just wish the general public knew the cost and understood history and what bondage is really all about. I wish all these evil little gibbering people that work for the system who think they've got all this power and they're part of the winning team, I wish they realized they're only alive once on this planet. It's so precious to know the truth. It's so precious to be on the side of right. The country is on the verge of real revolution. They want to stage terror attacks so that they can nip it in the bud. The country is in peaceful revolution right now. The system is lawlessly social engineering this country. Here's the actual bill. You can go read the subsections of it. Give me a document cam shot, please. S3081, Senate 3081, introduced by John McCain and Lindsey Graham. And they advertised this: we shouldn't let go Al-Qaeda. We got to take their rights. When you read the bill, it says it's for U.S. citizens or anybody else they wish, that they can secretly arrest you and have enhanced interrogation, torture, and that only an act of Congress can ever get you out of the secret prison. And even if anyone knows you've been arrested, they don't have to tell anybody you've ever been arrested. They just put a bag over your head, you disappear to a torture camp full of psychopaths and sadists that enjoy this. This is pure evil. This is Hitler. This is Stalin. This is Mao. This is Pol Pot. This is it. Bona fide. You know, the Nazis didn't pass this stuff into law. They just did it. The Soviets didn't. Since the establishment media is convinced that the Tea Party members, 9/11 truthers, libertarians, Ron Paul supporters, and basically anyone with a dissenting political opinion is a likely domestic terrorist, we have the new Homeland Security report today about that, they should be celebrating the fact that a new bill would allow the government to detain such people as enemy belligerents indefinitely and without trial based on their suspected activity. The Enemy Belligerent Interrogation, Detention, and Prosecution Act of 2010, introduced by Senator John McCain and Joseph Lieberman on Thursday with little fanfare, sets out comprehensive policy for the detention, interrogation, and trial of suspected enemy belligerents who are believed to have engaged in hostilities against the United States by requiring these individuals to be held in a military custody. Yeah, it's a kangaroo military trial. Interrogated for their intelligence value and not provided with a Miranda warning, writes the Atlantic Monthly's Mark Ababender. Read the bill at this PDF link. The bill does not distinguish between U.S. citizens and non-citizens and states that suspected belligerents who are considered a high-value detainee shall not be provided with Miranda warning. A person is considered a high-value detainee if they fulfill one of the following criteria. Number one, now listen carefully. Sounds reasonable up front, but again, the precedent's for everyone. Poses a threat of an attack on civilians or civilian facilities within the United States or U.S. facilities abroad. So they say you pose a threat. And we've caught the military and police everywhere provocateur attacks on themselves. Number one, pose a threat of an attack on civilians or civilian facilities within the U.S. or U.S. facilities abroad. They arrested that woman for taking photos of the base she thought was a FEMA camp in New York. Two, poses a threat to U.S. military personnel or U.S. military facilities. Three, potential intelligence value. Any potential intelligence value, you get a bag over your head and you go to a torture camp because there's rapers that like it. And Uncle Sam's got a job for him. Uncle Banker. Number four, is a member of an Al-Qaeda or terrorist group affiliated with Al-Qaeda, or, these are all different reasons, so they mix in Al-Qaeda in the middle, and such other matters as the president considers appropriate. Just like the cybersecurity bill says the president can just shut down the entire internet. That's Forbes, AP, Reuters, headline. President can shut down the internet whenever he wants or restrict it or censor it. And you've got this emboldened Ed Schultz on MSNBC going, we need to shut Limbaugh off. We need to kick all these people off the radio. And then all these White House officials are agreeing. Now your free speech is bad too. This is treason. This is treachery. This is tyranny. This is corruption. This is un-American. This is classical corruption. This is authoritarian sickness spreading in the nation. And we're here saying, stop, stop. Don't take the pension funds. Don't rob the people. Don't take over healthcare with the IRS. Don't. It's a ripoff. The banks wrote it. The insurance company. They're like, shut up, terrorists. Shut up, terrorists. I'm talking to CNN. They go, oh, the piece is about you. We're talking to people in Washington about how dangerous you are, and Are you influencing all the stuff that's happening? And there was a guy giggling in the background. And I'm just like, this is really America. This is really the Orwellian state where these little yuppies and their little coddled, cloistered positions don't even think of me as a human. I'm just some nut who doesn't like what's happening because I've read a history book or two. Because I know what evil is. And because I'm reaching millions of people. And I'm real, folks. I'm real. The fruits of what we've done are real. The millions we've woken up is real. The fact that we're identifying the enemies of this republic is real. And they know, the system knows I'm real. The system surveils me. They know. And I know why a lot of people buy into some of the COINTELPRO. It's a minority, but it's a wide group. They can't believe I'm still alive. They can't believe I've got the courage to do this. They can't believe that I say the things I say every day. They can't imagine that someone could be real and have courage. Why don't you have courage? The courage to protect your family. The courage to stand up against evil. I can't even control myself. It's not even courage. I can't shut up. Because I know where this leads. I know these bankers funded every mass murder in the last 100 years. Government mass murder. The good news is most people that work for the system are not evil consciously. They've been compartmentalized, they've been brainwashed, they've been dumbed down, and we're deprogramming them together. We're just showing people the bigger picture, how to think for themselves, how to look outside the box. We're having an effect, a real effect. And we can't be bought off, we can't be controlled, we can't be manipulated. We make mistakes, but we learn, we get smarter, and we're teaching others how to take action. And so the system is deathly afraid. They're deathly afraid because CNN quoted some book. In fact, give me that print off, Sharon. And the book quote about myself and others is how the nuts are hijacking America. See, that's what Cass Sunstein says in his internal documents. Yeah, he has a wing nut of the week segment on CNN. I guess that's who they're going to give endless minutes to talk bad about me, and then I get 30 seconds. It was another sheet where it said how the nuts are hijacking America. No, you're engaged in tyranny, and people are finally waking up to the full horror of it, and the denial is ending. And that's why you're scared. Now, here it is. Wingnuts, a lunatic fringe is hijacking America. No, you've hijacked America, and we're getting ready to kick your butts out of here. You got that, you scum? You don't control our minds. You don't tell us what to think anymore.